r/AskReddit created by routinereddit. What is a superpower that is underrated that you would want? There was an X-Men character with the power to make everyone forget he existed. It turns out, as the one responsible for a ton of crap that happened. But, well, no one remembers. I forget the characters' names. I think they're referring to Panama Papers. Don't you mean Tiananmen Square, 4th June 1989? I'm pretty sure they're talking about Chris Brown's relationship history. No, they're referring to Enron. You sure it backquotes, not about Jeffrey Epstein and his billionaire client Sacker Kid Bangers? Wasn't Harvey Weinstein involved in something controversial some time back? Sounds like you're referring to Forget-Me-Not. He's just some chubby middle-aged guy who lives in the Xavier mansion. He's basically a normal guy, but as soon as you stop looking at him you forget him. He pops up now and then. The only person who kinda knows him is Professor X. Honestly seems like he's pretty lonely. Even Xavier needed a mental alert to remind him that this guy exists. What if he spoke behind you? Don't turn around. My name is Forget-Me-Not, and we have met many times. Would you forget him as soon as he stopped talking? You forget him as soon as you break line of sight. In one comic he's being chased by several characters, and as soon as he turns the corner they forget why they're running. I don't remember if it still happens if he's talking to you while you're not looking at him. This just made me think of what happens if he gets caught by someone who wants to do the traditional interrogation thing and ties him up, then leaves the room, and oh, you're dead now because no one will bring you food. Or you see them drag in someone else, totally confused why their interrogation room is already filled. Like, comment, and subscribe for daily Reddit videos. Luck like Domino from Marvel. It's not as simple as luck but some complicated comic book science, but the point is that the ability to, perhaps even unconsciously, influence things to unfold in your favor, even in the smallest ways. Super underrated. Tavern. Wheel of Time. For anyone wondering, at least 2 women tugged on their braids at the mere mention, and Matt won a game of dice. Edit. I forgot how to spell a 3-letter name. Skirts have been smoothed. Arms have been crossed beneath bosoms, and sniffs have been made. The ability to understand and speak with perfect dialect any language, whether written or spoken, including computer codes, encrypted messages, or animal and alien languages. Edit. Thanks for the Reddit gold, whoever you are. Edit 2. Added further clarifications. Thanks to everyone for the very good comments and suggestions. Look up Cypher from X-Men. He's that dialed up to 1000. Can read body language so well that he predicts movements and can basically read emotions. Can speak to computers and hack without touching them. Can talk to reality and understand it, etc. Yes, they developed him a lot recently. It was ridiculous in X-Force. The only use they gave him was when he translated some books when they were trapped in Asgard. What's your superpower? Google Translate. Microsoft. Hey Bing does that to you guys. Hello. Guys? I heard that the Microsoft translation thing was actually alright for more casual stuff. I feel like a lie detecting ability would be amazing. But what if nobody believed you when you said a high-ranking person is lying? Who's going to be your lie detector? This is why you need the lasso of truth. Tie it around someone, and they'll have to admit they're lying if you ask. But how could you confirm that the lasso of truth itself is truthful and not lying/unfunctional? Anyone could say the thing is rigged, fake, broken, etc. Have anyone that's skeptical about it try to lie while you use it on them. Here, pick a card, any card. Now try to tell me you drew the ace of spades. I drew the ace of spades. Alright, one more go. Just remove the ace of spades from the deck, then you're all good. The ability to make duplicates of yourself. It's so incredibly useful. I could have one of me go to work, one go to college, a couple to work on those never-ending home improvement projects, another to run errands, and if you're ever in a dangerous situation, make one to be a human shield. Plus it would be an awesome response to you and what are me. There is a character from My Hero named Twice with this power. Eventually his duplicates went crazy trying to decide who was the real copy and ended up killing each other while the real Twice was tied up. Jane Madrox, aka multiple man of the X-Men. He has duplicates all over the world learning and living, and he reabsorbs them periodically. So, if one studied to be a surgeon and Jane reabsorbs him, bam, neurosurgery is a tool in the box. He finds out he had to be careful sometimes though. One duplicate got caught up in a crazy noir situation where he slept with the Don's wife. Edit. Yo, I get it. Naruto has similar abilities. He also accidentally killed his son because he couldn't remember if he slept with Isakasadi or if a dupe had. Turns out he didn't, and the child of a dupe is still a dupe, so when he went to hold his newly born child with Isa, he absorbed him. The story comes up later when he meets another dupe who's got a wife and kid. He notes that that shouldn't be possible, and it turns out his wife had cheated on him at one point. Electrokinesis. Too many people sleep on the power to control electricity, lads. Couldn't you mess with people's actions and thoughts? Because our brains function with small electric pulses. Yes. Would you have to have full mastery because the slightest mess up could lead to instant crippling or death? People think too small when it comes to electricity. You're really talking about controlling electromagnetism, which would allow you to control electricity proper, the transmission of free electrons through a material. Magnetism, the strength and polarity of magnetic fields. Electromagnetic radiation, that is light, radio waves, X-rays, microwaves, gamma rays and so on. This radiation is simply a component of, or aspect of the electromagnetic interaction. Chemical and molecular bonds. You would be able to directly manipulate the bonds that compose all matter. Radioactivity and nuclear power. While you can't directly control the nuclear force, it's extremely possible to use the electromagnetic force to induce nuclear fission, nuclear fusion, and to control aspects of radioactive decay. Have fun being a god. The power to locate literally everything. Missing equipment? No need to tear though many rooms just to find it. Many missing people found. Did the Holy Grail exist? Time to find out. Just get your mom and tell her you can't find it. Once a woman becomes a mom, they earn this ability immediately. Where's the butter? Wife reaches into fridge. That has nothing but butter. How the heck? I'd like to be average at everything. I think this is one of the best superpowers, to have being average at anything. Average at flying a helicopter, but you can still fly it. Average at base jumping, but you can still do it. Anything you know how to do. Basically, you can do at an average level, you could do anything. It's pretty dang powerful for sure. Learn something new? Bam. Instantly make yourself average at it. Being able to skip the whole suck at it until you don't is huge. Waldenbach quote T. Being average of something mean that you would be the average of humanity? Meaning of 7 billion people on earth, maybe 100 million can fly a helicopter, so the average is pretty low. Nah man, people who've never tried it don't count. It's always worried me that what if I had the potential to be a champion pole vaulter, but never found out because I didn't have the chance to vault even once. How many world-class pole vaulters have never vaulted because the opportunity never came up? It's not like running where kids do it every day and you pretty quickly find out who has potential. Density manipulation is one I always think of. Walk through walls or make myself so dense/heavy I can punch right through it. Fly or walk on water, jump up and land on something now that I weigh hundreds of tons. A lot of different ways to use this power and I feel like it's not seen much. Remember, if you can walk through walls you can fall through floors. The first time you try this, you will probably end up sinking into the earth. Sounds like a bad time, man. There's also the issue of breathing while inside a wall or floor. Mirio from My Hero Academia has to deal with that frightening side effect. He also becomes deafblind and is unable to feel anything. Water breathing. That way I could finally get over my fear of water and develop a fear of sea beasts instead. Read it as sea breasts. Nice. Nice. Endurance. Having infinite stamina would be awesome if I could still sleep. Edit. Holy crap, I was not expecting this to get 2,000 upvotes. My post has 1/4 the upvotes of the question now. Thanks guys. Holy crap. This is seriously underrated. I might be biased because I tire so easily, yet love walking and cycling. I'm not sure if you mean you get worn out easily or out of breath, but if you get out of breath then keep practicing. There will be a point where you no longer get out of breath, and can walk/run/bicycle indefinitely. Not needing to sleep. The extra time wouldn't only be a massive tool of productivity, which would make it easier for you to get ahead in life, you'd also be able to keep up on your interest without hurting your career. Personally, I dread sleeping and get a lot done before I get in bed, but as soon as I get in bed I don't want to leave. If I had the not needing to sleep power, I would probably take many power naps just cause. I get anxiety just thinking about needing to sleep if I have something to do the next day. In that case, your problem is very likely with anxiety, not sleep itself. Anti-gravity. It's a second or third tier power, but the possibilities are endless. Yo, imagine if you could turn off the gravity of your pee and just pee really far. r/blessed comments. r/blessed comments. For balance. As all things should be. r/unexpectedness. r/expectedness. For balance. There was a superhero that just had the powers of a door. The doorman. The guy who could create portals to anywhere, as long it was in the next room. Yeah, that guy. He was pretty cool. Would he also unmake the door and leave the wall as it was before? Or was the door just permanently there now? I have so many questions. Pretty sure that he himself is the portal, so his leaving would revert the wall to its portal-less state. The weirdest part is that other people could use him as a door too. I wonder if he felt them passing through his innards. If I remember correctly, he can see the dead people or something like that. Yeah, according to the database, his body is a portal, the Dark Force subdimension of Universe 616. So, he has, like, a higher sensory for the paranormal, I guess.